Good evening, friends, and welcome to yet another exciting session of Candid Meena. And today we have a lot of interesting news lined up for you. And the very fact that the opposition party, the Indie Alliance, especially the Congress party, with hardly 99 seats, hardly 100 seats, especially Rahul Gandhi, is casting aspersions on each and everything he can get his hands on, and he's saying that there is some manipulation in the stock markets. And just now, Piyush Goyal came out and addressed, this concern. And now I wouldn't be surprised that the Indie Alliance will go all out in making various accusations across various topics. It is a kind of psychological warfare which the Indie Alliance will be waging against the NDA, because they know that it is at the initial stages of Modi 3.0, and they will try to make as many accusations against the NDA as much as possible, try to unsettle the feathers of the new government. So this is the psychological warfare strategy which is going to be put in place by the opposition. And I wouldn't be surprised in days to come they will be making more and more accusations, and more, they'll be more and more aggressive. Yeah, so to you.
Ah, yeah, in 10 years, when there has been no scan, in the Modi tenure of his reign, there has been absolutely no scan. They somehow want to make some sort of a scan. So they pulled up the stock share market scan and they're trying to talk about it when you really know that he doesn't have any information in hand, because just now, Piyush Goyal proved him wrong. So these are all, see, one thing you must understand, friends, is that you should not believe any news coming from sources related to the INDI party, because they're saying that they are in contact with MPs of NDA. It's all a part of the psychological warfare. Until any government takes claim in front of the president, it's best to just watch silently, the mockery that they are making. And naturally, as allies, JDU and TDP will have their demands. That is for something that BJP will have to discuss and settle down. So it's very important that you should remain calm and speak for the country, as well as for a leader who's as strong as Modi. Do not believe rumors, or do not go by any of these claims that the INDI party is making. Meanwhile, in a very sensational piece of news, Kangana Ranaut has been, had a very bad experience at the airport. She was apparently slapped by a CISF Jawan, and she says she hit me on my face and abused me. Now, the newly elected MP and actor Kangana Ranaut was slapped by a Central Agency Security Force constable in Chandigarh airport, allegedly over disrespecting farmers. Now, Kangana, who won the Lok Sabha election from Himachal Pradesh Mandi, was about to board a flight for Delhi when the incident happened. Now, the CISF constable who allegedly slapped the new MP has been identified as Kulvinder Kaur. She has been suspended, and a first information report has been filed against her. After slapping her, the paramilitary constable allegedly told the actor turned MP it was for disrespecting farmers, alluding to the 15-month-long protest by farmers against the now scrapped farm laws and other issues, including a legal guarantee of minimum support price in 2020-21. Now, mobile footage shows Kangana being escorted by a ring of security officers towards the security check-in, where she is seen talking to some CISF officers. Now, the CISF commandant has taken note of the incident and is questioning the constable's sources. One of her aides has also informed the local police, sources said, and and Kangana Ranaut did not talk to the reporters after landing in Delhi. Earlier, she had posted a photo on Instagram saying, "On my way to Parliament, Mandi ki Sansad." In a video statement, in a video statement on X later, she said she's safe but is concerned about the rising terrorism in Punjab. "I'm safe, I'm perfectly fine. The incident happened at the security check-in. The woman guard waited for me to cross. She then came from the side and hit me. She started throwing expletives. I asked her why she hit me. She said, I support farmers. I'm safe. But my concern is terrorism is rising in Punjab. How do we handle that? She said. Now, the CISF constable said she was upset with Kangana over the actor turned MP's rupees 100 statement during the farmers' protest. She had given a statement that the farmers are sitting there for 100 rupees. And will she go and sit there? My mother was sitting there and protesting when she gave the statement, the constable said. Now, Kangana in December 2020 had posted the rupees 100 comment on X after seeing an elderly woman who she said was available for 100 rupees, suggesting she can be hired to attend protests. Now, the Delhi Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee's Manjinder Singh Sirsa said Ranaut should give an unconditional apology within a week. The actor has later deleted that post. Now, during the election campaign, farmers had blocked her convoy in Chandigarh while she was going towards Mandi. Now, in February 2021, international pop star Rihanna had posted on X, then it was called Twitter, a swipe at the center of the farmers' protest saying, "Why aren't we talking about this?" To which Kangana had responded, "No one is talking about it because they are not farmers. They are terrorists who are trying to divide India so that China can take over our vulnerable, broken nation and make it a Chinese colony like the US. Sit down, you fool, we are not selling our nation like you dummies." Later, she deleted the post. Now, you'll see that people are very upset because the very person who's supposed to safeguard passengers and look after their security herself attacked a passenger, and that to a VIP passenger. So it's very sad the way things are going. So shall we take some comments, Jyoti?
Yeah, see, some points regarding this is the way this election has, the results have taken place. It is quite disappointing to see Khalistani person win, Amritpal, and he has won a seat. And if you can believe it, at the same time you have, a person like Annamale, a person like Madhavi Lata, they all have lost, right, big time. So this is very very disappointing if you look at certain states, as the election results, and especially UP. So one thing is for sure that going ahead, Modi, Amit Shah, they have to really chalk out a strategy for the next few years, because they cannot be complacent. And also the fact that Yogi ji is a very very important part of UP. He knows the UP's politics inside out. So they have to listen to him as well. They can't just go with their own perceptions about a particular state. And this is a lesson that both Modi and Amit Shah have to learn. There's a clear foreign hand in disrupting the Indian political process. Yes, very well said. And according to Chat GPT creator OpenAI, a certain Israeli firm interfered in the Lok Sabha elections, according to Chat GPT creator OpenAI. And apparently, in May, the network began generating comments that focused on India, criticized the BJP party, and praised the Congress party. In May, we disrupted some activity focused on Indian elections less than 24 hours after it began. So apparently, Rajiv Chandrasekhar also calls it a dangerous threat to democracy, saying that BJP is the target of such influence operations, misinformation, and foreign interference. So apparently, even Chat GPT owners say that there was an Israeli firm which tried to interfere in the Lok Sabha elections by influencing, the Indian public by promoting, Congress-centric articles. So UP Yogiji's debacle benefits the Bollywood elite or a self-proclaimed elite. It is clear that they didn't want him to create a parallel film industry in UP.
Absolutely.
Yes, JRM, and SEBI has appointed a Gandhi loyalist on June 4th as its head. How can government of India accept this appointment, and what can be done to rectify this appointment? This nonsense must not be allowed, says Venkatraman Iyer. I really wonder who the finance minister this time will be. Will it be Piyush Goyal or will it be Nirmala Sitaraman? So a lot of things will be answered in due course of time because Nitish Kumar, Naidu, and also people from southern parties, they want their pound of flesh, right? They want very important portfolios, positions. They want maybe special status for Andhra Pradesh. So
Yeah.
lot of so the situation is very fluid at this point of time,
Yeah.
and in due course of time we'll be knowing as to how Modi and Amit Shah will be navigating their way through this dicey situation. Yes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's swearing-in ceremony is likely to take place on the evening of June 9th, according to sources. Earlier, the ceremony was slated to take place on June 8th, but now it will be held on June 9th at 6 p.m. on Sunday. Now, world leaders, including Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Sri Lanka President Ranil Wickremesinghe, and Nepal PM Pushpa Kamal Dahal, are set to attend the function, which will record a presence of over 8,000 dignitaries. Sources say the final date and time are being worked out, keeping in mind the schedule of state heads of state from other countries. Once their schedules are in by the end of the day today, a final date and time can be finalized. There's also a possibility of holding the ceremony at Rashtrapati Bhavan, which has now been finalized, and the stage is being set in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Now, world leaders, we have already said the kind of people who may come in. And meanwhile, the swearing in ceremony of Telugu Devasam Party Chief Chandrababu Naidu as the Chief Minister of Andhra is likely to be postponed to June 12th from June 9th, as he has to attend Prime Minister Narendra Modi's swearing in first. Now, TDP spokesperson Patabi Ram said Naidu wants to avoid having to reach Amravati hurriedly after attending a Modi swearing in New Delhi. The TDP chief has also invited a number of BJP leaders to the ceremony in the state capital. He'll be sworn in most likely on June 12th. And so now, since he's in Delhi with his ministers, he'll return to Amravati a day after that and will be sworn in on June 12th, Patabiram said. So, moving on to something very interesting.
Yeah.
And now,
One.
yeah, if
Yeah.
you would like to,
Yeah.
you wanted to,
Yeah. 1 second.
yes.
So, friends, this is some interesting, statistics, and you have, all the past governments, and you can see that the BJP, no party apart from the BJP in the last 35 years, they have won more than 232 seats. So you can see, the Congress party with Rajiv Gandhi, Narasimha Rao. Narasimha Rao had 232 seats in 1991. Vajpayee ji, 96, 98, 99, he had 182 seats, 161 seats, and Manmohan Singh had 206 seats in 2009 and 145 seats in 2004. While Modi ji had 2014, 19, and 24, he had 282 seats, 303 seats, and now 240 seats. So, what does this say? That Modi ji has created a very historic hat trick, and he will have to. Modi ji can take some leaf out of how Vajpayee ji functioned, right, in that coalition era. So, because Vajpayee ji was the mentor of Modi ji, as we all know, and so a lot of things will happen, and the debacle in UP needs to be probed. It doesn't seem to be as simple as it is portrayed. Also, there are lacks of bogus voters in West Bengal and many other states. So yes, Meenaji,
Absolutely.
recounting
There's,
has to be done, in my opinion, in certain states. So will BJP be aggressive enough and ask the Election Commission of India whether what is the process? So now coming to the next piece of news, and it's very funny that Rahul Gandhi, you can talk regarding this is that Rahul Gandhi Congress, they promised some things to the Muslim women, and apparently a day after the results, a large number of Muslim women had gathered outside the UP Congress Party office demanding a guarantee card, and many women submitted the Congress guarantee card that they had received, filling in their name, address, and everything. And apparently, in the manifesto, Congress promised 1 lakh rupees for women belonging to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and backward categories. And Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said the new government will transfer 1 lakh rupees annually into the accounts of women belonging to these categories. Now, Gandhi also assured to provide guaranteed apprenticeships to unemployed youths. Our manifesto mentioned 3 to 4 revolutionary steps taken by us, like transferring 1 lakh rupee into bank accounts of these women. So apparently, it's kind of funny that all these women were waiting outside the Congress office in UP, and they were waiting for 1 lakh rupees to be credited into their accounts. And we'll see how the tamasha unfolds. Yes.
So
Yes,
moving on to the next.
you're right. Con and the guarantee card was also used in Karnataka election, and it was kind of hilarious that. But the good thing is that people have learned their lesson in Karnataka, right? Because BJP has done quite well, not that well, but still, they did well in Karnataka. Yes.
So now there's a very interesting piece of news. There seems to be, people are remarking about the latest, adaptation of Ramayan, which is being done featuring Ranbir Kapoor and Sai Pallavi, which is currently in the production stage. Now, director Nitish Tiwari is leaving no stone, he says, unturned, including splurging on a massive budget to create a visual spectacle. But apparently, actress Deepika Chikliya, who's famous for portraying Ma Sita, is completely against the idea. Now, let's see what she had to say in an interview. A lot of speculation has already been made about this movie, and that includes a reported ensemble star cast of Ranbir Kapoor, Sai Pallavi, Sunny Deol, Yash, Vijay Sethupathi, Lara Datta, Arun Govil, and Ravi Dubai. What bothers Deepika is the directors tampering with religious texts in order to bring newness to their projects. In an interview with India Today, she said, people should stop making Ramayan repeatedly because they're making a mess of it. She also slammed the makers' approach of a new story, new angle, and a new look. To justify her opinion, the actress cited the example of Om Raut's directorial Adipurush. She feels the Adipurush team spoiled the whole impact of Ramayan with Kriti Sanon's pink-colored satin sari and Saif Ali's new look. Talking about Nitish Tiwari's Ramayan, starring Ranbir Kapoor, she said, one should not tamper around with religious texts. I don't think one should be doing it, and just leave it aside. Just don't do this. There are so many stories that you can talk about other than Ramayan. Speak about a lot of freedom fighters. There's so much that one can talk about, unsung heroes who were valiant in history for freedom. Why only Ramayan? Now, Nitish Tiwari has yet to make an official announcement about the epic movie, and the release date has not yet been, put forth. So, which means that he is also very jittery about how the movie will fare, and they're very scared, and they're, sort of guarding it very secretly, because even if one image comes, you remember one image had come out, and the girl looked so ordinary. She just looked like a girl next door. That's Sai Pallavi, and Ranbir do nothing like Sri Rama. So that itself upset the director so much that he wanted to know who took who released the pre-pictures of the shoot. So now they're being very careful about releasing any pictures or letting anyone inside the complex release some images of the shoot. Yeah, as Meera says, the movie is going to be a flop like Adipurush. Don't these directors and producers get it? Yes. And JRM says, the next 200 days will be extremely volatile and turbulent for the Indian political system. we can expect some sudden unexpected turns and turbulence. Today's kids have no time to read religious texts. Yeah, back to you, Jim.
Yeah, see, one more thing which has to be taken into consideration is foreign forces, right? They'll be keeping their eyes on this coalition of, NDA as well. So the foreign forces like the Chinese Communist Party, the foreign forces like George Soros, the foreign forces like ISI and many others, they will try their best to reach out to certain people in certain political parties to somehow, fill their pockets with money and something so that they can somehow try to destabilize the Indian government. So this is something which the intelligence agency of Modi ji, especially with Ajit Doval and everyone, they should look into all this factors. And like this person said that the next few 200 days is going to be very 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 dicey, and Modi ji really has to look into all these factors. So
Yes,
yes.
another small piece of news is that is a tweet from Prakash Raj, as you know, who's anti-India and anti-Modi. Now he makes a call to Pawan Kalyan. He says, "Dear Pawan Kalyan and NCV Garu, congratulations on your historic victory. I've personally known you both for some time, and I believe you both are secular leaders, unlike your partner Narendra Modi ji. When the empowering mandate and your influence on national politics, you not only have the responsibility to ensure much needed justice to Andhra Pradesh, but also to be a voice against communal and polarizing politics that has plagued our nation. I know you both, and I believe you will not let us down." And then he ended with just asking. So you know that this fellow is a absolute mischief maker, just like Kamala Hassan. They are being paid to break India, and these are the elements of toolkit. And he keeps adding this hashtag just asking, and all his just asking tags show how stupid he is. He has absolutely no iota of a brain in his head. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, and his debate with Dr. Swami was very hilarious. Right, Dr. Swami really nailed him in that particular debate on Times Now conclave. So, what is one thing is for sure that now in coming days, there's one interesting comment by this GRM. Welcome, GRM, and I'm making the statement based on the fact that were six planets transitioning the house of Taurus or the Bull, where egos battle too hard among leaders. June 4th was a terrible date for election. That's what you were trying to say, right? So also, astrologically, according to GRM, this period of the planets is very crucial
In
for
fact,
India. Yeah.
yeah. In fact, JRM, I would suggest that you just send me an email so that we can discuss this further because it sounds very interesting. And you can see our email in the scrolling below. And please do send us a mail, and we can surely discuss what you're saying and take it further. Sounds very interesting. Yes, back to you, Jim.
Yeah, Shiv says your take on Kangana's incident at the airport today. Where is country heading? Yeah,
Absolutely.
we have spoken about Kangana earlier in the podcast,
Yeah.
and the country is heading towards very very important time for India, especially because we have a coalition, and many things can happen because Naidu, Nitish Kumar, they will have a lot of demands as well as the other partners. They want important portfolios, but the good news is that as far as now it is concerned, the important portfolios of home security, finance, and many others is with BJP.
Defense.
Yeah, defense is with BJP.
Yeah.
So let's see how things pan out in the next few days.
Yeah.
Prakash Raj, an atheist, ultimately knocked the doors of Koke
Kuke
Subramanian. So,
Subramanian. Yes.
yes.
He goes to temples on the sly and then he says he's an atheist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, Vinny. And Mina says the predictions by most of the astrologers were as wrong as the exit polls. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, the
Absolutely.
exit polls got it really wrong this time, and I was quite surprised.
Mhm.
Yes. So now, Vivek Oberoi, there's some interesting piece of news. And Suresh Oberoi, Vivek Oberoi's father, he had an interview, and Suresh said that he went through a second struggle to launch Vivek Oberoi as an actor. Suresh said that he would sit outside the producer's office with Vivek Oberoi's photos in his hand so that he could ensure that his son got his first film role. And apparently, Suresh said that I groomed Vivek since his childhood. I made him to do stage shows, got him to do acting class and course with my senior from FTII. For Vivek, I would struggle. I would sit outside offices with his photos in my hand. Ram Gopal Verma's office and all those other offices. It was a second struggle for me. Then ultimately, Ram Gopal Verma gave him the first film, apparently. Now, Vivek said that he adopted a nom de plume while trying to bag his first role to avoid being taught as of Suresh's son. He also claimed that Ram Gopal Verma had no idea who his father was until he was cast for the film company. I didn't tell anybody that I was Suresh's son because I didn't want to embarrass my father. Also, I didn't want to go around in the industry saying, Suresh's son is wandering outside every office. I went quietly as Vivek Anand and struggled everywhere. Vivek's career went through a slump after he conducted a press conference and accused Salman Khan of threatening him. It is his strength that he got through this. If it was someone else, they would have become an alcoholic or perhaps a drug addict. This is what Suresh Oberoi had mentioned. So one thing is for sure that the whole of Bollywood is completely rattled by this whole nepotistic tag attached to them. That is very, very clear. And each and every one of them has this complex of nepotism, that nepotism does not have any talent. And thanks to Karan Johar for making this brand of nepotism. And as we know that in Bollywood only nepotism runs, and thanks to
So,
nepotism, the whole Bollywood industry has sunk.
yeah. So Meena says nobody seems to have an explanation on the UP debacle. Yogi Maharaj is reaching Delhi for a discussion. Hope something comes out. Apparently, they say that the 31 names that he had suggested were not taken into account. Now we are not sure about whether that is how
Yeah.
far that is true, but we'll see what he comes up with, because he's an absolutely transparent leader who calls a spade a spade. Now, coming back to your news about Vivek Oberoi, let me tell you something, Jaydev. See, there is something very, very dicey about Vivek Oberoi shifting to Dubai. Now he's concentrating not on his films, and he's living in one of those very, very expensive homes in the in the affluent area of Dubai, and it's a huge villa with a swimming pool and all the gadgets and everything that luxury can provide him. Now, when when they discussed this in an interview, he said that he's got so many businesses now. Now, how come this man has so many businesses when his father said that he was bankrupt and all? Not that he's got any movies also in hand, but in between there was a rumor that his brother-in-law, based in Bangalore, they were caught with drugs, and that became a whole big story in India. And I don't know what came out of it, but I think apparently it was hushed up. Now, we do not know whether there is something more to why Vivek Oberoi has settled down in Dubai. And if you listen to the list of companies that he is handling and the amount of work he is doing, you will wonder that from a small young actor, who just got married and all that, suddenly has become a multi-millionaire. And these are the stories of people who go to Dubai. And as you know, Dubai is famous as a a gangster's paradise. That's where people associate Dawood and other gangsters with. And there was a brilliant a video on 90 minutes Australian channel saying that, see, everybody, all these gangsters, these mafia dons are all parking their money in Dubai, and they're buying properties there so that nobody can see how much money they have, and they enjoy an absolutely rich life. And yes, Winnie married to the this rich girl. It's apparently that family that the drugs were found with. So I'm just wondering how this guy got rich so suddenly. There seems to be something much more than what they you see on the surface, because now he's moving around like a millionaire. He's talking about enjoying the birds and the bees and the music and the swimming pool. And just a few years earlier, he was so worried about what Khan had done to his career after he was planning to get settled down with Aishwarya, and how he got beaten up. Now he's not worried. He perhaps he can handle 10 Salman Khans together now. So that's the kind of aura he is giving. Now let's look at what others are saying. What's the status? Drug busting of ex DMK NRA in charge, Jafar Basha. Nothing has come out after that con call.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Naren.
Dhara. Yes. With all these Bollywood gangsters, there's always more than meets the eye. Yes, and see, overnight they become not only multimillionaires, they have restaurants, they have nightclubs, they what not. They have Porsches and they have all these Lamborghinis and all that. Everything is in their pocket. So there is apparently much more than what they show. Annamalai increased vote share of BJP from 2 to 11%. In 12 seats, BJP was second. Yes.
Yeah, he's playing the long game, Concom. Annamalai is playing the long game, not the short game. Just like I feel Madhavi Lata is playing the long game as well in Hyderabad. And
Yeah.
she has also
Madhavi,
increased
yes.
the vote share
Yeah.
there.
Madhavi is a very eloquent woman who has a lot of, knowledge, and she's been working with, a different strata of people. So I'm sure if you put her in the woman and child ministry, she will make sure that trafficking is stopped 100%. This lady has the strength, she has the vocabulary, she can talk well, and she is tough as nails. So if Modi ji is considering a new person in that post, this is the lady who he should consider. She is like Kiran Bedi, who will take no no for an answer. I hope she'll come.
Yeah, see, with regards to someone asked about Jafar Pasha, and now there is a transition. The new government is just setting in. So now we will have to wait and see, will ED really aggressively pursue all the cases like the Mahadev app case, the Jafar case, and the Jacqueline Fernandez Sukesh Chandrasekhar case. So all these cases, how aggressively ED will pursue and follow up with these cases, and
Yeah,
also of course
and
the SSR case here.
also what I found very amusing was Devendra Fadnavis actually started crying and saying that, see, I'll resign and start working for the party. When you had the time, why did you run after Bollywood? You should have just told the CBI and the other agencies, push the case and get it solved. Just by solving the SSR case, you would have got a majority win. But then there you didn't want it because you have a soft corner for this Bollywood. And now you're crying, I didn't do well, please, I want to resign. Is this how politics works? When Modi ji gave you that the post, he said he wants transparency. He wants a corruption-free state. And this I'm talking about two Shinde also. These two people are responsible for what is happening in the Maharashtra state. Yes, all this paraphernalia about the logo and everything is important, but the people's sentiment is also important. We've been trying for it now. On 14th, it's going to be the fourth year that Sushant Singh has died, and still there is no movement there. And do you think we are just fools sitting here and doing our jobs? Side by side, we are saying that we want justice for Sushant. You think we are just stupid fools sitting here and asking for that? No, this will continue and it will haunt you. All those who have, tried to act, in different ways with Sushant Singh Rajput have got it royally. And even the recent debacle, that happened in one of the states, is in one of the constitutions. That lady also lost after telling a huge lie about SSR. So let us be careful. Let us give justice to the old father of SSR and to all his millions of, SSR youths. You will see automatically people will vote for you because we realize that you are a clean person. Now, if you don't want to ruffle the feathers of Bollywood, you don't want to ruffle the feathers of the mafia, you don't want to ruffle the feathers of the corrupt police and the PR and the media, then it's up to you. You decide whether you want to resign or go and fly kites. That's entirely up to you. Yeah, Meera says, Maharashtra. Yeah, let me just take a few comments from viewers. Nobody has time for nonsense from these politicians. If you don't want to do anything and just warm up the seat, get out. Yes, absolutely. More power to Sushant. Maharashtra government is back in action, I suppose, by hook or by crook, just like Owaisi. Yes, well said, Vinny. Justice for SSR. We will never forget him and we will continue to fight for him. Corruption has happened in Vishwanath corridor and reallocation of people's houses in Ayodhya. I have heard Madhavi Lata's interview and found her to be highly empowered and enlightened, who is making aware the people around her for rights. See, one thing I know is that she's just, if you were to make a comparison, okay, you compare her to Trump. Now, Trump is a very rich man. He doesn't bother about money. He wants to take his country forward. And he knows Biden is taking it down. Similarly, now this lady, Madhavi, is a very rich lady. She owns a lot of hospitals, she does a lot of charity, and she works with the downtrodden. Now, she's not bothered about money. She wants to bring about change, positive change in India. So it's people like that we should be voting for because they don't have vested interests. Not people who will, in a span of 10 years, make crores from 11 to 17 crores in 10 years. How did someone who coming from the small lanes of Delhi become a crorepati? So these are the things. See, politicians should not think that it is a short term to make money and sit on our heads. We have voted you to power. You better listen to us. And if you don't listen to us, you will lose. Then don't cry crocodile tears and get all your PR machinery to say that, see, oh, you were the best, how gracefully she has given up and this thing and blah, 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 blah. If you are not good, you get kicked out. It's a fact. Nandu says, ma'am, did you interview Madhavi Lata? I feel she's a better choice. Don't even make a comparison, my dear Nandu. I would not even want to go there. So this woman, as I told you, I just spoke about her. And if she has not won, she will win the next time because she is walking the talk.
I mean, the whole of Bollywood voted for Uddhav Thackeray, I'm sure.
Yeah. So and see, you see what has happened when the this firing of Salman Khan's building happened. Who went running to him? It was Shinde. Shinde went, hugged him. His son went. Not only he, but his son went. And there was Baba Siddiqui and Baba Siddiqui's son. So Congress and all these people were hugging and all that. They thought that when election comes, these people will vote for them. Now you see, they have hugged them and stabbed them in the back by voting for Uddhav Thackeray party. So this is how much you can trust the Bollywood people. They will tell you very sweetly, makhana, makhan, and all that, and after that, what you will get is you will be on the footpath. And if you lie too long in the footpath, you will be dead. So you understand what I'm linking it to. Style Rug has got a death threat from Congress office for making a video on Rahul Gandhi and Salman Khan. The irony, Ada Sharma brought or moved into, yes, absolutely. It was shocking to know Modi got votes in Ayodhya, did not got 8 Can you just read that, Chere? I'm not too clear. Got zero votes in Ayodhya. People over there are going to face karma very soon. Yes, it's 2024, which adds up to it. Shani Maharaj will definitely punish them. Yes. Sanjay Rawat is, this guy I find rather funny because first of all, he lost big time. Okay, this man loses wherever he goes, and his mouth is like a loudspeaker.
He's
So
backing
even if he,
he's backing Rahul Gandhi as a prime minister candidate even
yeah,
now.
and even if he speaks, in a whisper, it is like he's speaking on a loudspeaker because he thinks he's a joker. Now, I was watching his body movement when they had this meeting in Delhi, and the way he's walking around, hitting hands and showing people as though he's the one who's won and not Modi. Either I don't understand. Is there anything in the upper department? Do they know, that by talking all this BS, they can't get anywhere? Amethi, BJP. Yes, God divine justice. So I saw that today. These people are just corrupt mobsters. Absolutely. So what I wanted to say is that you might want to resign, you might want to do these things. Did Yogi do any of this drama, Mr. Fadnavis? No, he never did anything. He's reached Delhi today to discuss the downfalls of what happened and to make it strong. That's how a warrior works. He has no aim except to make India strong. If he sleeps in a room which has only one bed, he doesn't have all the luxury and all that the Delhi ministers, cabinet ministers have. Not the many cars and all the food that is served by 10 servants. You saw the way Arvind Kejriwal, when he came, there were 6 servants to look after each person. Even I think if you had a dog person to take care of the doggos. That's how rich these people are. And look at Yogi. He's not bothered. He does his puja, karma, everything, and he's happy. Even if tomorrow Modi ji says go, he will go. That's how he is. He's a karma yogi. Dara says, I felt that BJP should not have made 400 par slogan. It went against and gave chance to Congress to laugh and compare the numbers. And also 400 par slogan impacted people showing. See here, Dara, let me just get one thing very straight. Now, you and I know very well that there is a psychological warfare happening. And if Modi ji made a comment about 400 par, it was also a psychological rebuttal to what INDI ... are doing, to frighten them. And they did get frightened because they were all up in their arms trying to find out what secret weapon Modi ji has. And please understand, when there are enemies among Hindus themselves, such things happen. Who are the people who are supporting these opposition parties who want to destroy India? Hindus themselves, right? In other religions, whatever they do, they are united. They will stand by what one person says, right? Why? Because for them, religion is more important. And for us, religion is the last thing. Throw it in the dustbin if it doesn't suit your purpose. So, Dara, I would not agree with you on that. And it's a very wrong statement to say about someone like Modi ji, who has worked his, everything off. I have never seen a man work, all the days in a year. Unlike you or me, he has not taken holidays.
See,
He's not
one
gone
more
for
thing.
any
Yeah, wow.
rejuvenation in Jindal like Kejriwal.
Yeah.
He doesn't go to Italy, to Sorrento and all these places in Florence and all that. No, he never goes for holidays. And if you're finding fault with him and saying that let me ask you one question. What exactly has the Congress done before Modi came? Keep India poor? What was India known for? India was known for its poverty. So let us not go there at all. So let me take a few more comments.
Yeah, just see one more important point is that the 400 par issue, the 400 par statement by Modi ji, it's obviously a very big psychological warfare. And one thing is that even we people are equally responsible especially
Yeah,
Hindus.
absolutely.
The voter turnout across India in metropolitan cities were very, very horrible, right? The voter turnout. Why didn't people go out and vote, right? Because
They went on
many,
holidays. They went on holidays.
exactly, and then sit and complain on the results, right? So Hindus will keep on sleeping, unfortunately, but now they have to wake up sooner or later. Yes.
It's so heartbreaking to see Modi ji, Yogi ji, and Annamalai. I see a lot of Hindus say we need educated leaders. What Modi ji has is beyond. It's so brilliantly said. That's the sky.
Yeah, but
Yes, Dara, Congress has
Dastaskai,
ruined India, and they continue to ruin India. Today, you see the stupid press conference given by Rahul Gandhi. He doesn't have any facts or figures with him, and he just keeps on blah blahing. And then you have a very intelligent Piyush Goyal who comes with facts and figures to prove him wrong. So why are we listening to these people at all? Why don't we just support the people who bring progress to India? So this is something I feel all of us should be doing. DMK in Tamil Nadu paid people to vote for them, and worse is people are ready to vote for money, not result. Another question I want to ask is: they have Rahul Gandhi has been promising 1 lakh to all these Muslim women. Why has he not given it to them? Oh, their promises don't hold after get their votes. That's not how Modi works. No freebies.
yeah, so in Tamil Nadu, the freebie politics worked very much. Yes. So I hope Nitish and Naidu don't betray. Yes, touch the sky. Let's see how it goes. Tamil Nadu masses are fanatic and polarized. They don't vote anomaly to power, but the
So
vote
here
share
also, truth
has
prevails.
increased.
Yeah, so he was standing in Coimbatore. Apparently, there was some tampering in Coimbatore, and that they didn't do anything about it. And though it was reported, they did nothing about that. So
Yeah. So friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button. And that's all the news from my end.
thank you, friends. Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
And Jai Shri Ram.